right, checking the sound, checking the mics, checking everything to see if everything sounds good, is looking good. Are you guys sounding good and looking good? I bet you are. I bet you are. All right, guys, let's get this show going. Let's get it pumping. I hope you guys are feeling good this fine Saturday. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So I want you guys to get bullish. I want you guys to believe in something. Stop trading and believe in something. All right. All right, let's go. Let's get the show on the road. Hope you guys are liking the jams. We're pumping the jams this morning. All right, let's see how many people are popping in right now. Let's see how many people are ultimate degens of the weekend. And all right, we got 8 of you. All right, so what I need you guys to do, all 8 of you need to destroy the like button. Hit the like button. That helps get this stream out to the world. It's the only way that YouTube will get me out of the shadow box that is the shadow algorithm. So you guys have to help me boost the algorithm and get this channel and this community out to the world. And the best way that you could do that is to, take this share button, copy this link, and you can post it on your live journal, your Tumblr, and your MySpace, whatever you're still using these days for your social media platforms. Threads, you can post it on Vine if you still have a Vine. Just make sure you guys are doing that, and make sure you're in the Discord as well. Open Discord. Link is in the description of the channel, and this is the best way you guys can honestly interact with the people that watch this channel, and it gets you familiar with who is around. We got OGs like Jason Casper that pop in here. We got Headband High, the ultimate trenches, ultimate trench dweller, I should say. I guess we're all trench dwellers. We're all in the trenches right now, apparently. If you're in crypto, you're just perpetually in the trenches. And I was actually expecting to get completely trolled on my own profile because I was posting videos of me cooking on probably one of the most ghetto setups. I mean, it wasn't that ghetto, but I just thought it was funny. Cooking tamales. Power's out. Cooking tamales in a wok. Let's fucking go. I showed this to my wife, and she was like, wait, all the people are going to be like, wait, Dano, I thought you made it. Why don't you have a generator? Bro, you're really in the trenches. Just out here in the trenches, cooking on just propane. With my power being out, because I get to use this, this thing that I bought. It's actually really cool. Super easy setup just to have a little burner going. It's called that Bayou Classic right there. That's the Bayou Classic. For all you other crypto enthusiasts and crypto people, if you're in the trenches, I suggest you buy a Bayou Classic burner. All right, well, what's up, guys? BSV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, Banton. Man, okay, so you changed your name. All right, so hold on. Who was this before? You changed your name. All right, and then we got Andrew. What's going on, Andrew P? We have, who else we have in here? We got Nate Dogg. What's up, Nate Dogg? Shout out to Nate Dogg. All right, so if you guys saw the thumbnail, basically we're going to talk about our favorite memes out of the Murad list. So obviously Murad has been the talk of the town the past couple weeks since the thesis breakdown in that presentation in Token 2049. In this presentation, he basically Hassan, yes, Hassan. What's going on, Hassan? I should have known because the BSV. Yes, the video is coming soon. I just have to. You know what? I should probably work on it today. I'm going to work on that video If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, we had a discussion about the forks of Bitcoin, because there is, and there's actually some news that has that just came up about the Bitcoin Satoshi Vision dev actually suing someone. There's something going on with actually Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, so we'll actually we'll cover that. We'll cover that on this stream today. But basically, what this stream is about is just is picking out of this list what the coins that we were already following before Morad was bull posting and did this thesis on these memes. So basically, to break down his thesis, is that a lot of these vaporware VC early vested, tokens, altcoins, that end up getting listed on these big exchanges, have the backing, all that stuff. It essentially, it's not a fair launch. There's usually a bunch of early investors that end up having lockup periods, and then once it unlocks, you got these multiple unlock periods that happen with these tokens. You get massive sell pressure when things start to get frothy, and so what it ends up doing is wrecking the quote retail investor that hears about the token, or oh, this token just launched, blah blah blah, but they don't realize that there's like millions and millions of dollars that are going to eventually be dumped on you, because these people that got in early are going to sell. Like, they are going to sell. They're more likely to sell those coins than, say, the meme coins that have a strong community following and people attach themselves to these things, like said a guild or a some type of cult movement. Bitcoin in its essence was a start of a cult movement. So this is why I actually really resonate really hard with Murad's thesis, because it makes so much sense. It's the way that the market is moving now, and that the loss of meaning, the sense of connectivity with a large group of people, like all the points that he made in his thesis about there's like less people having a sense of a belonging, a place. And so this is what these communities are giving to people, is a sense of belonging and ownership in something greater than just what is like the tech. Like, we don't care very much about the tech. We care about more so a sense of belonging into something that ultimately is going to make you money at the same time. Now, his list has some coins in here that we have been following before he was talking about it, and everyone was reposting the list or repost or posting about this particular list that he drew up, because obviously it's a short list. There's thousands and thousands of meme coins and things claiming to be the next whatever, next 1000x, whatever it may be. And so what I like is that this actually had a few of the tokens that we've already been following. So we've known about SPX 6900 for a long time. We just didn't buy any. And we've known about Pepe. We did buy some, and we sold early. We've known about Ticker Bitcoin since the drop. We didn't buy any until it was not too late, but then you wished you bought more whenever you found it. And then, but we're gonna go into why this is gonna happen to you, because you have to let the dust settle. A lot of these coins are coming out of the settled dust of the chaos of crypto CT cabal coins that got way crazy high valuations from pure manipulation and I think exchange bump ups, that these coins just make no sense. Like one of them being Nero. Like I really don't get how Nero and some of these different coins are just a sure like giveaway of just like big money coming in, whales manipulation, and it doesn't make any sense to me. But then you have things like Ticker Bitcoin, where it's this grassroots kind of like build-up movement that actually, believe it or not, started on the Binance Smart Chain in 2021. This is something we were figuring out over just the lore of Ticker Bitcoin. Coins that are going to actually stay the course and build through the bear market, through the bull market, and hold community support are going to be the ones that ultimately win and probably outperform the entire market. And it's being shown by the trading volume of Pepe. And this is what we're going to go into. So if you guys agree with that, or if you even have a shred of that same type of thought process, hit the like button, share the stream so then people can understand that we're not just trying to like shill these coins or shill these bags or because we invest in it. We're actually legitimately believe that these cult memes, we don't have SPX 6900. We don't have a single SPX 6900, but we are a fan of the overall sentiment. The overall sentiment of this move, because this is where retail mindset is going to be. Bitcoin at 100K, people thought Bitcoin was too expensive when it was 30K, when it was 60, when it's 60K, all during these prices. You think retail is going to decide at 100K, oh, I think that's a good price, now I'll buy it. No, they're going to go to the next thing that looks cheaper, it's less expensive visually. They see that 100K, and some people that are in retail and have no clue about crypto still think that you have to buy a whole Bitcoin, that you can't even, like, they don't understand that you can fractionally DCA into Bitcoin. Legit. Like, some people don't understand that concept, that you can buy things fractionally. So what they're going to think is, okay, I got $100, I can get this many of this token, and I can get a lot of this. I can get a lot of Doge. I can get a lot of Pepe. I can get a lot of whatever it may be that's going to be in that list of the top 5 movers when retail downloads Coinbase or whatever app they're going to download. Guess what? Qcoin just listed Ponky. What's going to be in the top 5 movers when the retail come in and they start using Qcoin again and Coinbase and all of these popular apps? Guess what? It's going to be probably 3 out of the 5 top movers, maybe even all 5 top movers are going to be meme coins. And you're going to see this cycle really play out like that, because 2023 was just a teaser, was just a test. It was a test to the community itself and our crypto bubble to say, look, this is where we're going now. Last cycle was early vested vaporware that everyone got dumped on their heads when the people were up in profit. We've seen it, classic, time and time again. ICP, Sui's done it. I mean, go down the list. I mean, almost every coin like that has had that exchange listing, and then all of a sudden, it has a freaking dump. So, and it doesn't mean that like every single cult meme coin is going to be like the winner. I'm not going to be naive and say that every single coin on Murad's list is going to 100x, because that's also not realistic. But there are going to be some of these coins out of this list that will be the winners and be in the top 3 to top 5 of this, 20 coin list. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Yeah, so there's like 22 coins in this list. I bet out of the 22 here, there's going to be like 10 or 15 of them that might not go anywhere. That's 100% on the table. And then there's going to be about maybe 5 to 10 of these that will be the top pick and be the one that is going to outperform the whole list of memes in general. And so you could go through this list and some people would say, well, I think that's going to be Retardio, Sigma, and Apu. Or you're going to think, okay, I think it's going to be GigaChad, Mog, and Popcat. Or you think it's going to be with SPX 6900 and Michi. Well, I personally think that it's going to be Ponky, ticker Bitcoin, Pepe, and then it's hard for me to pick that fourth or fifth one, but I feel like this SPX 6900 is really starting to carry that torch, just like Pepe. So I think with the success of Pepe and the trading volume of Pepe is going to be the representation of the overall trading volume for meme coins to begin with. So it's one of those things that is going to be the most ironic thing, and the thing that is the funniest or makes no sense. That's what is going to make the most sense in this market right now. So if you hear commotion in the background, my daughter is getting ready to go with my wife to a spooky tea party. A spooky tea party. So I think I might have to like do a quick intermission just so I can see how cute she looks, because she's going to a spooky tea party. That's super cool. All right, so let's actually get into, because I just wanted to go through that like analysis of what my thesis is and why it actually it lines up really well with Murad's, and I love that the coins that I was already bullish on. If you guys have been watching this channel long enough, you know I've been bullish on Ponky, I've been bullish on Pepe, and on Ticker Bitcoin. Ticker Bitcoin for me kind of took a little bit. It took a while. I had to see like that it wasn't, because I thought it was like, you always see that you're like, I don't know if it's a scam, or I don't know if it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. But then it started to develop and mature, and that's what a lot of sometimes these coins have to do, is they have to develop, they have to mature. I attribute it to letting the dust settle. Like, I think crypto Twitter, because of the nature of how we trade and how we view coins and how they list and what happens with them, there's a lot of check boxes and red flags and all those things that come into play. And so we have to give it a little bit of time for it to develop and for it to start to see, where exactly the money and the liquidity is going to start going into. So what we noticed on this year is that we had a big shift completely, and from 2023, a shift out of NFTs. NFTs started to go down. People shifted out of NFTs and started going into the memes. And so then the memes, we picked, okay, which chain are we going into? So it was Ethereum, then it went from ETH to Sol, and then it went from Sol to Ton, and then it went from Ton season to Tron season, and then it went from Tron season to Sui season, and then this is kind of, and then now that AVAX is getting a big narrative on the crypto gaming, there's going to be AVAX memes that are going to start like really doing well. We already have one. I see it in the chat. COQ Inu. If you guys don't know about that, that is one of the more bullish meme coins on AVAX. So we've talked about this, where these chains, if they want to get retail attention and adoption, they need a mascot. There's going to be a meme mascot that's going to carry the liquidity and volume into the chain. Solana with Dog with Hat and Bonk and these certain meme coins, Popcat and Ponky, is a perfect example of how these meme coins are going to be the reason why money even is going into the freaking chain to begin with. That's the whole point. So if there wasn't memes, there wouldn't be this much liquidity going into the space. It's just a fact. So, and it also proves that it just like, imagine we're BlackRock. We're BlackRock in the meme space. And just like how BlackRock came in and bought up Bitcoin for the ETFs and then made it skyrocket. So we are just like BlackRock in coming in and buying up all the memes, because we know pretty soon that we're going to have a Bitcoin type run to all-time highs for these memes in the next year or two. That's just it's just, at this point, it's a fact. And you have to follow the trend. The trend's your friend, and that's what's going to make you the most money going into the next 6 to 10 months. So this is why I basically only see 3 coins here, because my eyes only go to the ones that I've been studying the longest. I can't say that I've studied Michi or I've studied Selfie or, but I am pretty bullish on Mother, though. I haven't bought any Mother or Daddy, but those are the 2 celebrity tokens that have stood the test of crypto Twitter, the dumps, the rug pulls, the manipulation, all of that stuff, crypto cabal, whatever you want to call it. And so out of any of the celebrity tokens, Daddy and Mother, Daddy being Andrew Tate's coin, Mother being Iggy Azalea's coin, have actually been pretty bullish. That's why they ended up making this list for Morad, which is actually pretty bullish. And so if you do a token right and you actually go into the community like these two have, regardless of if you like them or not, the fact it made this list is pretty cool. So, but I only see three. I see Ponky, Pepe, and Ticker Bitcoin. Those are the ones that catch my eye and that I've done, enough studying of the charts, enough of the attention economy and the adoption of these three tokens. Ticker Bitcoin being like that they are essentially trying to take over as the kind of like, ADD acid trip that is crypto holders and the crypto community and meme coin community as a whole. It's kind of just like a smash up of also the nostalgic 90s culture and early 2000s culture of where we were born out of, like where we got most of our humor, the way that we, do art and the way that we interact with each other is kind of like, is what Ticker Bitcoin is. That's why I like it, but it also kind of helps that the chart is mega bullish as well. So do you guys understand what I'm talking about? I really hope you do. But if you don't, just keep watching the content and you will eventually get to where I'm at, which is you don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. You don't have to like try and dive deep into the it's like it could be that easy to just study the frog, study the monkey, study the dog. And as dumb as that sounds, it will make you probably the most money out of going into the whatever the next layer 2 chain is or whatever the blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, well, does that layer 2 chain have memes on it? Because that's what people are going to ask about. That's why people are now buying Sui because they're trying to get into the next Sui meme. And guess what one of the more traded popular Sui memes are? Guess what it is? It's a freaking cat. It's a cat. So I'm not crazy. Guys. All right, so right now, let's see what is trading up the highest with the recovery, because we did get a nice little dip. We did get a nice retracement on Bitcoin, which was actually, if you guys watched the live stream on the last, I can't remember what day it was, but whatever day we live streamed, we showed you the Fibonacci retracement levels, and there were 2 Fib levels that we thought were going to get hit. And if it didn't bounce off the one, then it was going to break down to the next. And that's exactly what it did. And then it bounced off of those particular levels. So we'll actually show you on the chart right now for Bitcoin what those levels were. And let's see. Yeah, I think this was it. Okay, so basically in the short term here, we had that pump up to 64.4. We got rejected all the way down to the 0.236, which was 60,300. Then we had a push up to the 382, which was the 61.1, and then not being able to hold that, which probably lined up, let's see, on the, did we have the 200-day moving average? Okay, so let me see the Bollinger Bands. Yeah, so lining up with that Bollinger Band, we were just not even near going through the 20 SMA. We got smacked off the 20 SMA, and we ended up breaking all the way down as low as 58,009. So what's great about this is that this established a higher low from previous consolidation points where we have broken down from the last wick when we got down as low as 52. So this is a good sign of strength of some more forward momentum with Bitcoin. And now we're seeing that because from that bottom, we got a really nice push back up to the top of the 786, which is 63.3. And you can see that we really got up really fast with some momentum. Looks like a inverse head and shoulders. Like kind of looks like it's kind of forming a bit of that head. So if we ended up doing that and we traded back down to the point of control, which would be 62.1, then that could be kind of like a mid-neutral bearish kind of case scenario, neutral bearish case scenario for the short term. Now, this is just for the short term. If we can trade above the 786 and not get rejected again, because all we're going to have to see is another rejection of the 786 right here, which is the 63 3 level that we hit recently right here. So then this, if we can pump through that, then the next level would be 64.5. It would be the 64.5. So that next level 64.5, and then the next one would be 67,900. So that is actually lines up pretty close with the top of the band where we got previous resistance right here. So, and the volume though looks good. The MACD looks good. If you're looking at the MACD, that looks pretty decent. Not too bad. We had a really, really good bullish divergence following up on the chart. And so this is going to make things like, for instance, Pepe. It's gonna make some of these strong traded coins on the 24-hour volume trading pretty bullish. So let's see what's actually trading really good right now on the 24-hour in terms of volume. So Solana, obviously, Solana is basically, in my opinion, now, if you're not bullish on Solana at this point, you're missing a big opportunity to see this thing go to $1,000. It's very well possible with what they have in the store for the next couple of years, with the phone, with them basically being like the NASDAQ on chain. I mean, and the meme coins like Ponky. This is why I think Solana is going to just crush it. Like, they're going to get to valuations of what BNB is at $576. BNB has gotten close to $1,000, and you can see how it matured out of DeFi summer in 2021. We've explained to you in January 2021, BNB was $35, $40, and in 5 months, it went up all the way to $650. Insane. All you had to do was wait 6 months and be bullish on smart contracts and DeFi, and you would have made 1,000% return. So that is what I think is going to happen with Solana. It's still being under $250 of what its all-time high was in November 2021. And so then you can see what is in this top 20 list. There's memes in here. There's 4 or 5 different memes that are up in this trading volume. You can see the picks right now of the trading volume. What's bullish right now is going to be what is high valued in the next 6 months. Like AVAX for gaming, we see one of the biggest games now off the grid that is being bullishly streamed on Twitch. It's getting all the support. The transactions are getting so bullish on AVAX, and it's still under $30. This thing went to $140 of all-time high, $146 all-time high for AVAX, and it's sitting at $29. So it's crazy. And then you look at for instance, Pepe, 24-hour volume in this is the entire market. The whole market right now is $843 million in trading volume in the past 24 hours for a meme coin, for a frog, Pepe. And so then you got Dog with Hat. I mean, 624 million trading volume. Then you got Dogecoin still pushing heavy, hard, lasting through all of the volatility and still being in the top 10. It's that even Dogecoin, as being as old as it is still the meme torchbearer for meme coins. Then you got Shiba Inu, still doing well. AVAX, Tron. You can see Near Protocol starting to pick up speed. Phantom, talked about how bullish we are on Phantom, and then rebranding to Sonic, which is going to be, I think, a big step, a big move. It's going to ignite some new liquidity, I think, into Phantom. And you got to remember, Phantom was really, really good and bullish in the last cycle. Got up as high as over $3. The DeFi is really good. Spooky Swap, a lot of different things that you could go into in this ecosystem. Chainlink under $15 is like insane. I mean, under $15 Chainlink is crazy. People are really bullish on Render. I'm super bullish on Litecoin. And then look, I mean, you got PopCat all in this list of being in the top 20 traded things right now in terms of volume. You want to look at the volume. Market cap really at this point doesn't mean crap. It doesn't mean anything. Market cap is, yes, a good goal milestone to hit, but what you do want is holders and volume. Trading volume on these exchanges, the DEX exchanges, it's all good if people sell and buy. That's the whole point of a good healthy chart. People buying, people selling, and mostly you have more holders and buyers than you do sellers. If you have that good ratio of holders and buyers and a percentage of people that are obviously going to sell, but the selling doesn't start to increase over the buyers and the holder count, then you have a good, healthy chart. And so it's at least what we're trying to accomplish in this bull run is to hold those coins for as long as we can stand it into the craziest times that we're going to have in this bull run, which is the banana zone of April 2025. That's what we think. You don't have to follow me, and I suggest you not. This is not a channel to get financial advice from. This is purely entertainment purposes only, so then you can, if you find anything of value, you just add it to your arsenal of collection of data. You want to be like a collector. You know, you got your net, and you're just collecting data from all these people, all these points, and then form your own thesis that is then what you can act on and have conviction on the play, stress test it, know when you can, know when you have to maybe pivot a little bit and make some adjustments, but ultimately you're still on the plan. You're still on the strategy. You have to believe in something. You can't get tossed around too much back and forth. You have to eventually say, what is my plan? What am I here to do? What am I here to accomplish? And then you act on it and you do it. And so that is what we're doing right now. And then all in that, it is, and for me, is building this brand, building this channel, building a good reputation of a breakdown of this market, to not be too shilly, to not be too one way or the other, but to help you guys be, just, I don't know, more trained up in this market. Because, man, we've gone through now enough cycles and mistakes made, and also getting chopped up, just like you guys have. We've gotten chopped up. We've made good money, made good trades. We've made bad trades. We've round tripped. We have got distracted by the crypto cabal that ultimately really does actually exist and can take your attention away from what you originally had as your plan. So I know I'm not speaking crazy talk. All right, so we got 14 people. But the thing is, guess what, Headband? That's the game. It's mostly about the What do you think gets someone to sell a bag too early? It's their emotions. They got their emotions all twisted up. They have what they did is they saw people talking about Nero. They're like, oh, Nero's the next Doge, blah, 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 blah. And then they end up, say they had Kindu. I'm just using this as an example. This is an easy example. Guess what? Oh, you bought Kindu early, but Kindu's not moving. Kindu's not doing. Oh, it's not. It's down. But Nero, it's all listed on Binance. It's listed on all these major exchanges, and then you end up buying Nero. And guess what? Nero ends up just staying kind of flat because it got up really, really high. And guess what? Most of those people that got in really, really early, they're going to sell the crap out of that thing. And you look at something like Kindu, it's not listed on Binance. It has a healthy consolidating chart of not too crazy green candles going up or big crazy red candles going down. And You end up getting out of that because something new and newer and shinier, and that has all the different KOL support and all that garbage, and then you end up going into that. That's what I mean by getting twisted up. And then guess what? All you had to do was hold your $100 or $150 or $200 that you bought in Kindu in freaking like March or April. Hold it till next year, and you would have outperformed every stupid little thing that you got into prior that got more exchange support. It's totally, that is the truth. That is the truth. And so I'm seeing it play out in real time with some of these tokens. That's why I'm things like Nero or even Mooding. Suspicious to me. It's very suspicious. It's just suspicious. And I know you feel the same way. You're like, how? How and how? How and how? So this is why I have chosen to believe in something and stick with it, because it takes patience to win in this game. The screenshots that you see of people making it are mostly the people that got in early, and that's a fact. I want to see the screenshots of all the people that got wrecked. That's what I want to see. I want to see the screenshots of all the people that got absolutely dumped on. There's way more of that happening than the screenshots of the people that made it. It's just a fact. It's an absolute fact. All right, so, and I want to remind you guys that why I'm waiting till next year is because we have not seen anything yet. We're not even close. We're not even close to where we need to be. Not even close. I'm like super, super bullish for us hitting $150,000 per Bitcoin by the end of this year. And then we're going to see a retracement of 30 to 40% that's going to make you think bull run's over. It does it every freaking time. It'll go up, pump, and then go down 30, 40%. And guess what? It goes up again to just fake everyone out. That retracement is going to be the retracement that makes people sell, and then they're going to be crying and rolling on the floor, shaking with convulsions and sweats, because Bitcoin's then going to go to $350,000 by the time that I've probably said April next year. And it's going to be a big coping party where people are going to be swimming in cope tears wherever they reside. I don't make the rules, but the charts don't lie. The charts don't lie. Historically, market cycles with the Bitcoin halving years this is what happens. This is what happens. We have the 518 days peak after the halving. Now, if we look at the Bitcoin chart right now and we do some research, see, this is what you guys need to do. It's just, some of you are on crypto Twitter too much, and you're not like actually looking at previous data of halving years and market cycles. Bull runs happen in a Bitcoin halving year cycle. They don't happen in any other time. Bull markets do happen, a bull market where things are being bullish, but a bull run happens in a halving year. 2017, 2020, 2024. Do you get the 4-year cycle? And then caveat that and parallel it with the presidential election for the United States is 4 years, and it's lined up just like that. So what you have to do is just look at the previous data. You can do this yourself. You can go on the chart. You can go to the Bitcoin chart. Use the Binance. So go on Binance. Go on Binance. Oh, no, we're using crypto. Well, that's the thing. I mean, Funny enough, crypto Twitter is a source, but it's also a source of complete distraction and destruction. It's a double-edged sword. I think crypto Twitter is one of the funnier aspects of crypto because Twitter is almost deemed for like, it's for like geopolitical news and things like that to be breaking fast, but then second to crypto degenerates like us. It's almost like when celebrities come back into using X more, they immediately refer to the crypto community. It's hilarious. Well, the data suggests that just shut the door. No, that's my chair pal. Just shut the door. You think you can protest in here? Shut the door. Just shut the door. Just shut the fucking door. Okay. So do this, guys. I want you to do this with me. We're gonna do this together. Welcome to the class, guys. I want you guys to go to TradingView, type in on the search bar BTC USDT pair, and you're gonna click on Binance. And then once you do that, you're gonna go to the time frame and select the interval daily. Then you're gonna go and select your trend line. That is a vertical line. Then you're gonna go to September. Whatever date, you could pick the first date of September. I picked September 11 because this is when I made the chart. We were streaming on that particular day as well, and obviously that is a one obviously date that we all remember, and obviously when things start to get a little volatile after those Septembers. So check it out, September. Look at this particular halving year. You put it on the September, but first we're going to go 2020, put the September on 2021, mark the vertical line on September in 2022, mark the vertical line on September in 2023, and then mark it in 2024. So then you could just see the chart in blocked time frames between a year, between September. Okay, so, and we should do it here as well. So we're gonna mark the September. There's a September right here. That's the 4 years of, then you got the bear market, bull market banana zone right here as well. And you can see if you just pull it right here, this is exactly what it did in the next 4 years of the halving year, which is the 2020, and here in 2017. Now, watch this. You take this banana zone movement from 2020, and I want you to take it and put it on the bull flag. Okay, just set it on the bull flag right on the line of September of this year, and then I want you to look at where that price is sitting at. Okay, 350,000 next year, 2025, in March or April of next year. If you can wait until that time, and you have your meme plays, you got your AVAX, you got your Cardano, you got your Polkadot, you got your Phantom, Litecoin, whatever you're bullish on, Near Protocol, whatever it may be. You guys are bullish on probably most of this stuff. Render, even the metaverse tokens, SUI, the DEXs, Radium, Jupiter, Orca, Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap. Go down the list. Silent Swap, if you're bullish on SquidGrow. These things are going to absolutely rip in multiples of 50 to 60% moves on the daily. This is how you're going to 100x, 50, 100x your crypto if you have patience. Because a 5, 10x is not what we're looking for here. We're looking for like boss, hush your mouth type money. Like we're looking for like when your boss asks you, why were you late? And then you say, hush your mouth. That's where we're headed. And it lines up with my thesis that I think the memes are obviously going to do the best out of everything. And speaking of that, we are in the trade. We made multiple trades yesterday. We were trading like crazy the past 2 days, honestly, on these micro time frames, and we're doing pretty well. Let me see where we had some of the major. We had some different. Yeah, we had multiple green trades. We had this one. 100. We had a long on that. We had a really good entry on Bitcoin, but we thought we were going to get rejected really hard. So we ended up getting out of that really bullish entry, which was like 59. It was like 59,100, and we've only had just a couple of. We actually haven't really very many losing trades. These were just a stop loss where I got stopped out on like a 10%, and then we got this one. Pretty bullish trades, all winning trades for the most part. The only thing that has that got stopped out real quick because I was being a full degen was this one right here. But now we're back in. We're in on Pepe. But what we did is we took our profits, any of the profits that we solidified, which was maybe a good $60 or something like that. We put that into ticker Bitcoin. And then by doing that, we actually caught the lows when Bitcoin and everything went down. We took that profit and then put it into ticker Bitcoin whenever we had a nice dip. So that ticker Bitcoin entry was when it was negative 25 to negative 30% on the dip. And now we just recovered another 30% off of the bullish movements that we're having right now, or 23% right back up to where we just were. And so we're actually on track to our original call of ticker Bitcoin going to 35 cents. We've called this. If you go back, I have receipts. I got receipts of live streams of we were being really bullish on ticker Bitcoin, that we were going to be getting really close to this momentum because of the way this chart looked, the way that it was trading, zigzagging, going up and down, up and down. It's a representation. Ticker Bitcoin almost is a representation of how the bullish sentiment is on memes and how the cult communities are doing. And same with the SPX 6900 now, where you got, I don't know if the SPX 6900 chart looks as good as this. But let's look at the let's see. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the right. I don't know if this is the right one. Is this the right one? Because it was created August 2023. I think this might be the right chart because this is the pair. This is the liquidity pool pair. In Uniswap, because that's how we track ticker Bitcoin. We actually track it just straight from the wrapped Ethereum on the pair on Uniswap, because then this gives you a really good chart representation of what's been happening since its creation. But thanks for coming in, guys. If you've been in here feeling bullish, I really appreciate you guys coming in on a Saturday. I didn't know if I was going to stream today, but I didn't get a chance to stream like over through the week because we had power outages and all that stuff, and dealing with the hurricane. But make sure you guys are hitting the like button, because basically the only way that YouTube is going to get this thing out and actually promote my channel like they're supposed to, you got to hit the like button. You got to hit the like button. All right, so guys, make sure you go to danocrypto.com and you can get the crypto bubbles. Man, you can see on the daily SPX 48%. Go to 100 to the 200. Ticker Bitcoin 25%. MOG 16%. You see the pattern here. Giga Chad 14%. you see what's happening here. You see the narrative here. It's right before your eyes. It's happening right before your eyes. And if you guys want to trade these markets, you can use, these are my 3 main links, okay, that I have been promoting. And if you guys have not signed up with these links yet, I suggest you do so. You got OURBIT, you got BITFLEX, and you got PHEMEX. And also, I have, go here. These are all of my main links that you will get really nice, fat, juicy bonuses by signing up. Let's go. I'll show you real quick. And if you guys have not signed up with these links yet, I suggest you do so. You got, man, that's what my voice sounds like. Oh my God. That's what my voice sounds like. All right. So OURBIT right here, BITFLEX, BYBIT. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I do have a custom Dano Crypto BYBIT link. So if you can KYC to BYBIT, I mean, why not use one of the top exchanges in the world, second to Binance? And then you got PHEMEX. And then look, also, if you want to do crypto debit cards and things like that, if you live in the US, I have a referral code for crypto.com. And if you see in the link, that's my referral code. For some reason, I don't know why, but when you click this, it doesn't automatically generate it in there. So, and then also with Coinbase, you get $10 in BTC if you sign up with Coinbase and make a trade. And also make sure you guys have the NORD VPN. You need your NORD VPN so you can protect yourself and your data online, but also be able to connect to certain areas where you want to get certain content. And it's just a thing that you need being on the internet. And now that my website is not danielcurtishughes.com, you want to make sure you go to danocrypto.com, and we actually have to change that. Okay, with all the shilling aside, we're gonna see what is happening with our trade here. So primarily, we've been doing really good in our trades. We weren't swing longing. We decided that we weren't going to swing long. We were going to take profits when we were up and when it made sense to take profits. For instance, like I showed you guys, I showed you multiple winning trades of going into the bullish momentum. We did short a little bit. I don't know if we had a profitable short, but we were trying, and then we thought, okay, probably not a good time to short because it did look like it was just trading up on some bullish strength. So we ended up primarily longing and did pretty well to get some profits into some coins, because that's ultimately, guys, if you know my strategy is pretty simple. If I follow my strategy, it actually works. When I'm up 60 to 100% in a coin or in a trade, swing longing or whatever you're doing, it's always best risk management to just scoop some profits off that trade, because more than likely the trade is going to go south at one point. It will hit resistance. It will hit a point of resistance. It's not going to be a green God candle going up forever. Most of the time, if it's a healthy chart, you're going to hit some resistance and you're going to hit some support. And so it would be smart to scoop a little bit off that trade, and why not take it fully off, risk off, and take that profit that you just made and put it into your DCA coins. So that's my strategy. My strategy is I take that profit, I make sure I set a stop loss. So right now, I have a stop loss actually set at negative 30%. Now that I'm up 62%, I'm actually going to and I'll show you right now. I'm going to show you guys right now so you can do this yourself. You can practice this strategy, and it could be one of the best risk management strategies you implement to not lose money. Okay, look, for instance, I'm up 64% on this trade. I want to add edit this to being at zero. And you could even say, on the way down, if it starts to break down, you can set a limit order to sell off half the trade to make sure that you're still in profit and that you are maximizing the trade even going while it's breaking down. Okay? So what I just did is I'm solidifying that I don't lose money. I'm zeroed in on my stop loss. I'm up 68%. When I'm up 100% on the trade, then I can take half the trade, leave it open, still have the zero stop loss, at 0% and decide if I want to go back in or take that profit and put it into a DCA pick that I want to hold for long term. And then ultimately what that does is like almost an ATM strategy where you're printing from your leverage trades to get extra liquidity into whatever you're wanting to do. And so that could be the easiest strategy of having a split of leverage and DCA hold to where you are adequately managing your risk and making sure that you are building up your bags at the same time. And so I've tested this strategy. It works. It 100% works. The moment it doesn't is when you start to not do what I just said. Take the profit, set the stop loss. If you end up FOMOing and doing a degen trade and you go in, you don't set any stop losses and it just gets wicked, because that's what the market loves for you to do, is to not have a plan at all and go in with emotion and FOMO to wreck you with the candle like this. Look at that candle. Whew. Look at that. Look at all those candles. Look at all those wrecky candles that the market would just love to destroy you on. Especially Bitcoin. Recently with all that sideways chop and the wicks and all these things, man. So why not, while you're up and while you got the money, you take the money and run, son, and then you use that risk management strategy. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 1. The thing is, bro, look at what happened. Headband, do you forget that Dogecoin's still in the top 10? Do you forget that SHIB still, even though it's a old dog coin, did this? Look at the chart, man. I'd rather just, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it to you, Headband. But look, I mean, it's just, look, how does an old coin do this? Look, it's crazy. Yes, those new memes are going to do well, of course, but look at what SHIB is doing. It's breaking out of a bull flag. It's breaking out of a bull flag. The fact that people that have that thought process just like you are, look, that have that thesis and say that, look, oh, SHIB it's old. It's not going to go anywhere. People don't give a crap. Dude, retail remembers SHIB. Retail, when I talk about crypto to people that are not doing what we do, guess what they're talking about? Doge and SHIB, because they don't know what the freak we're talking about. They don't know. If you mention mooding, they would be like, huh? They'd be like, what are you speaking about? It's just us degens in a crypto Twitter bubble, man. And the way that you're going to probably actually make the most money is buying SHIB. It's funny. It's stupid, but the retail, they don't know. They're just like, they remember that their friend Timmy told them about SHIB. They bought $100 of it. They didn't care. They forgot about it. I think that retail, for real, I really believe this. I'm not trying to be facetious or be trying to funny or anything like that. I really do believe it, because look at the chart. The chart speaks for itself. I mean, these coins are gearing up for the retail again. They're doing it. They're gearing up for the retail again. All right, so I'm trying to, okay, so that's like saying everyone apes things they don't know about before they buy it every time, and do you do that? So why do others? Well, okay, so I think the difference between, say, people like us and people that are just coming into the space, like they're just coming in because they downloaded Coinbase, their thought process is very simple. The whole point of why Doge even did what it did is because the retail came in and they were like, well, you know, we had Elon. Obviously, we had the Elon factor. The Elon factor is a big factor. But then you got to remember about the AMC and the GME, GameStop, and the movie theater. That whole thing with Reddit and Roaring Kitty. That whole Wall Street bets movement. And you got to remember, like, SHIB was the first meme coin, I think, to put billboards in Times Square in New York, claiming to be the Doge killer. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was super bullish. I mean, that's how SHIB was able to do what it did, because retail did end up coming in and start buying up some SHIB. Now I will take it 100%. I mean, yeah. I mean, Doge is where it's at because of Elon, for sure. I mean, if it didn't have the Elon factor, 100%. But you kind of have to ask yourself, why? Why? I know Elon, you know, he said it's his favorite chain, it's his favorite coin, it's his favorite crypto. But why? Because the most ironic thing and the most unlikely scenario that people are thinking is not going to happen, it's probably going to happen. And I don't want to contradict myself. I don't want to contradict myself because I feel like when you start to talk about this, it is very easy to get contradicting. But I feel like I'm really trying to like play into the emotions of how a retail person is going to come in. That's how we, as being, we're already here. We're looking for the thing to I mean, it is what it is. It's the truth. We are trying to front run the inevitable floodgates of people coming into crypto. And that's just a fact. Like, we are here studying what people are going to then FOMO into. Like, we're studying the charts and analyzing and doing all this stuff and looking at the freaking retail's not going to do that. They download Coinbase, they look at the top movers, they buy. That's it. There's not studying shit. Like, you understand? So this is why it could be as easy as what is this going to be the top 5 movers in Coinbase, in crypto.com, on Gemini, on whatever it is. That's what's going to perform well. I don't know what that list will be, but I have a good guess. I have a good guess of what those coins will be. That's the thing. You talk about moonshot or like moonshot, moon, whatever, token creations. Retail will not still know what the hell you're talking about. They don't care. They're not on Phantom Wallet looking for the next, like, you know, 2-week-old like narrative token. That's the thing. Like, we're in here looking to buy and sell these like 2-week-old like things that happen, like 2-week-old stuff. That's not how it's going to work for a retail person. They're going, oh, what if people have been cult like buying, and then they're going to feel like they missed out, which is the perfect FOMO trade for a retail person to be like, I missed out. Son of a freaking gun. No, I know. I was thinking you were talking about Moonshot, though. Moonshoot or Moonshot for the Deck Screener token creator. Where is it? Where's it at? Oh, you guys want to see what a rug looks like? I literally just looked at this before the stream started, And the market cap said it was at 1 billion or like something like insane. I was like, what is this? This magnet? Have you guys seen this? And then look. You want to see another rug? I'll show you. Where is it at? It's the Dougal chart. There's another rug for you as well. It's not as red candle rug, but this is something that I actually mentioned on stream that I was like, hey, this is 100% degen and can go to zero. Can go to absolute zero from me buying this thing. And here you go. And then when I pointed out the fact that these people are not working for the coin at all, they're not even trying at all, and they blocked me. I thought that was funny. I was like, I saw that, and I thought to myself, wait a second, because I just saw the other magnet. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, so let's look at the real magnet. Let's see if there's a real one that didn't do that, because I don't know what the heck that was. Okay, is this the one? Okay, 12 million market cap, 581 liquidity. I know, I got banned. I got banned for speaking the truth. I was like, I didn't say anything rude. I said, hey, guys, are you like, what are you doing? Are you doing anything? Are you just, like, what, like, are you gonna, like, what's happened? And what I always think is funny is that, like, they'll even just admit, like, on with their pictures that, like, all right, guys, we have a funeral. That's it. We're done. It's like, yeah, you're done, like, literally taking people's money from the top and then just, like, exiting out and forgetting about the coin. That's why I don't like a lot of the times investing into new coins like that, because it's like a 99% chance that will happen. Like, it's a 99% chance that chart is going to happen to your coin that you just tried to invest in that you think is going to 100x or whatever. Now, I will be fully transparent. I was going to hold this for longer term. I was like, all right, I'm going to buy this and I'll see if I can hold it for, like, just hold it for as long as I can. But then when I started to see this, I was like, oh, I did not sell because I put in like $100. I put in like $100. I put in like a half a soul or something like that. And it went and doubled up. It doubled up. So I had an opportunity to take the risk off, build the moon bag, and there you go. Did not do it. Did not do it. So that's why it might be a good idea, even if you believe in the token, you're going to try and hold it long term, might be a good idea to get your initial investment out and maybe a little bit more. So then if the inevitable 98% chance that it does this, you got out. See, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna be completely honest and be transparent and be like, yo, I missed that opportunity, 100%. Reading the chat. Yeah, the meme, the picture, and the chart mean nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's just, well, yeah. Well, why would that be terrible? That's a good thing. Because then if your little moon bag goes to zero, you got out. I mean, you at least got out alive. You at least got out alive, and then you just have some dust sitting in your wallet. And at least you got to take that one extra Solana that you maybe made from that move, and then hold Solana. But now instead you end up going straight down to the ground with the damn thing, and there you go. But you have to think though, the moon bag is a good risk management strategy in the sense that you're on the off chance it does do well, and it just went, and all of a sudden community takeover, and then it just starts to go up. But see, that's a hard game to play. Headband high, not everyone has the time to do that. That's like, that's like no one has the time to do that. Just don't sleep. Yeah, just don't sleep and be literally like stressed, like looking at the chart because you want to buy back in or rebuy back in. Yeah, good. I wonder what happened to all the people that rebought back into Bitcoin all those different times of the chart going choo 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 choo. I wonder how much Bitcoin they have. You're better off just buying, DCAing, and like holding the damn thing. And I'm talking about Bitcoin specifically. But yeah, no, there is a good chance and also a good argument to be made of a strategy that is the buy back in, rebuy back in, you sold it, and that's watching resistance and support levels. So like if you're watching resistance and support levels, and let's go to liquidity, and then let's look at Pepe, and you're watching, resistance and support levels. You got resistance through here. You got support through here. And because we've had some, it's been, now the coin is a little older. It's getting some traction. This could be like, okay, you bought here, then you sold here. We hit that, resistance of the all-time high. Okay, then you probably maybe sold a little bit, and then right at support, you start to see the movements. A little bit of a bounce off this support. Then that would be a good buy-in, good rebuy back in for whatever profits you just switched into ETH. You take a little bit more ETH, switch it in here, and then look, that would have been the mega move to then catch this run, and then you have another opportunity of it going right back down into support to then keep doing the thing. And so we're actually looking at this W pattern right now with Pepe, and we can see that Pepe is going to trade right back up into that recent resistance level. So even right here is decent areas to be buying back in to one of the strongest memes called Pepe. We're seeing Pepe actually right now. Looking at this, it's looking pretty good. We can get a little rejection off that resistance and then start pumping and then make some new all-time highs, baby. Going to the moon with the frog. All right, so Headband said, my $100 I invested this week will surpass your whole portfolio this bull run. Hey, we'll see. Like I said, my list is very simple. It's nothing crazy. Like I am speculating into, for my Solana picks, it's Ponky and Orc. And then for Ethereum, I'm really into Kendu Inu. And I explained that in the beginning of the live stream. If you guys want to go back and listen. Pepe, the red frog, and ticker Bitcoin. What else on the Ethereum? Oh, and Brett. But that's on base. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, it's really simple. I mean, it's not like a giant list of things, but I think it's going to be the top winners. And I'm totally okay with going into something that does have those high valuations like that, because that's what people are going to buy. You're like, Headband, you are taking a massive risk trying to jump into all of the just going into all these NFT, crypto, Twitter, random stuff, you know? I hate to say it, but I could be wrong. It's like, at what point do you think that you're going to be able to even sell those things with your $100 with the liquidity? There ain't going to be liquidity. If there's no liquidity, how are you going to sell it when everyone else is trying to sell it? That's why I think Ponky, in all of these things, you have liquidity. Unless those tokens are going to be taking what they've done and they're going to add liquidity to the project, like they're going to add liquidity probably so they can get the hell out. Look at the difference. Like it's like the only reason why I'm picking these things, it's not because like, oh, they're already like, yeah, you get in early. Just don't sleep. Headband, get in early. Don't sleep. Look at your phone every single minute of the hour of the day, or you could just DCA and say, okay, retail's going to buy this. They're not going to know what the freak is in the dark, deep trenches of crypto Twitter because they're not on crypto Twitter. They're not going to go to crypto Twitter. They're going to go to Coinbase. And guess what? Guess what? You're going to freaking see ticker Bitcoin or something like that on there. And because it's at 120 million or 200 and you didn't want to buy it, why does it matter buying it at 100 million if it's going to go to like 10 billion? And if you bought your coin that you got early in, that's a low market cap, and it only ends up getting to maybe a 10 million from the million or whatever early you bought, and then it just stops and goes nowhere. And it flatlines. I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But that's just me. I mean, you don't have to do that. This channel is not to convince you to do anything. I'm just actually speaking to myself. Because I'm not going to be naive also to say that Headband High's $100 is going to go to zero, because if he is playing his strategy out and he is selling when he's doubling up or tripling up and then going to the next one, then yes, he 100% could outperform by buying his low cap Twitter coins. 100%. 100%. But you can't lie to me, Headband High, and say that doesn't add a level of complexity and stress into what you're doing. So I've learned that, like, I don't really like that. I like, it's not that I can't handle the heat being in the kitchen. I 100% can. But if I want to be able to, like, have a clear mind, then I'm just going to buy Pepe. Like, if I just want clear conscience and mind of meme coins, like, it would be really stupid to then go to my wife later and Pepe's like literally like in the top 5. It's at $40 billion. And my wife comes to me and said, well, you bought some, right? And I have to go to her and say, no, I bought a bunch of stupid shit on crypto Twitter that claimed to be the next blah, blah, blah. And I only have like $100 of Pepe. That would be depressing as hell. I don't want to be that guy. I want to go to my wife and said, we are flying to the Alps. Why? Because I actually believed in something. I freaking bought the frog. Exactly, yeah. And so the key, though, too, like Nate Dogg said, is like, well, so where are you going to actually put your profits? Well, it's looking to be that the best store of value across any asset over the past 10 years has been Bitcoin. So if you want to have a good store of value in a protection of your investments, then rotating it into BTC could be a smart move. The frog. The frog. Yeah, it's so interesting. You know, I mean, really, I just let's see. Let's see if Morales Money will give us the actual trending data that backs up what we're saying. Okay. Yeah. Wojak from the previous cycle. Look, Apu, Mog. This is what's trending right now. And I want to go to the coin age, because then if you can see coins that are over a year old, then you're going to actually see what I'm talking about. Spooky token, spooky swap. I mean, look at how old baby Dogecoin is, and it's still doing well. Floki. I forgot to mention Floki. That was another one that I was like, wow, like I was surprised. Like Floki actually has just much of a bullish chart than Pepe does. That was another one that I was so surprised. I was like, man, Floki is like, I mean, look at how it I just look at this bull flag. Shoom. And now it's starting to do the same thing that SHIB is doing to break out and touch those all-time highs of where it broke out to begin with. All right, Headband. You send me the next gem. You send me the next gem, and we'll do it live on the stream. You send me the next gem. We'll put if it's on Solana or wherever it is, I don't even care where it is, and we'll just put $100 into whatever gem is the early gem, and we'll see what happens. And we'll see what happens. And we'll do the headband strategy. If we would have did the headband strategy on Dougal, that would have been the play. That would have been the play. And then just rotate it into the next thing. Is it creating a gap while we chat? All right, let's see what's happening with the Bitcoin price. 63.2. Okay, so it is pumping a little bit. It is pumping a little bit. I've been running my freaking mouth. My wife said she's so glad that I have a channel and a platform to be able to do this, because if I didn't, her ears would be bleeding. They would just be like bleeding perpetually of me saying, this is going to be I'm like talking about a frog and a monkey and my meme thesis. And she's like, I can't take anymore. But the fact is though, she does actually understand what I'm talking about. It's just, I've just ear beated her for now too long. Oh yeah. Is this doing exactly what I was talking about just a little bit ago? Well, because Headband High is trying to trap me into he's going to dump on my head. He's going to give me a token that he already early invested in earlier before I did, and then he's going to dump on me. He's going to freaking dump on me, man. All right, so it's actually, oh yes. So like, okay, so it did exactly what I was saying. We pushed back up to the 786. The 786, we just got to push right back up to. If we go to the short time frame, we go to 45 minute, we still have volume and we have a bullish divergence. Oh my gosh. Okay, so are we going to trade fully above the 786? Because if we trade above this 786 resistance, then we're going to $64,527, guys. It's going to freaking happen. Because if we get a doji wick right here going green, and then we get another one, boom, it's off to the freaking races, guys. Let's go. Let's go. I've had too much coffee. I haven't had any food and just coffee, as you haven't been able to tell. I've had nothing but coffee. That's a good thing or bad. Okay, so trade is up 70% on The Pepe trade, I think Pepe is going to start to rip right now. We got a woo! Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, baby. Let's go trade that W. Let's go. I've had like a takeover of ants. Like, I don't know where you guys live, but man, I don't know if it's because of the moisture or just all the rain that we've had, but holy moly, guys, like the ants have been trying to take over my house. Like they're about to pick the house up and take it away. It's crazy. Freaking alien ant farm happening right now. All right, well, it seems like you guys have enjoyed me yapping my trap for as long as I have. How long have we been streaming? We've been streaming for an hour and a half. All right, how many, did we get any new watchers or any new subscribers today? If you are new to the channel and you're just coming in, we normally don't stream on Saturdays. We usually just like, we do a Monday through Friday consistent live stream that we've been doing at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But now we've decided that we are going to start streaming at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So by the way, if you want to consistently tune in to my live streams where we break down this analysis in the best way possible that we know how, then you want to tune in 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Figure out what time that is in your time zone or wherever you're watching from, because I know we got people watching from all over the place. So make sure you guys tune in because we are wanting to build this live stream to have over 2,000 watchers, over 3,000 watchers. We should have 3,000 people, at least minimum, watching these live streams so we can get this community built up and we can, I don't know, take over. No, we don't want to take over, but we do want to have a fun place for retail to come in when they start to wonder about crypto or ask about crypto, and we can have a fun, inviting community for the new people to come in, because I know you guys have been here. Like, you've been here from the drop. You've been in the game. Maybe there's a few new people. Some of you might be fully new and you're trying to figure out, like, what is this? What is going on? Like, how do I navigate this space? Well, this is why we have this channel. We want to make it to where it's like not convoluted with like too much going on, or like we're talking about things that we think you are understanding, but you don't, because you haven't even downloaded a wallet yet. You've just downloaded Coinbase. Maybe you've literally just downloaded Coinbase and you're just like, I don't even, like, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? We want to be around for those people. That's how Cryptos Are Us George. That's how Ivan. That's how all the Altcoin Daily. It's how all these channels built up the audiences that they have now, is because they just stuck with a consistent work, video content, and they onboarded new people, I was one of those people. I was one of those people that came into the crypto space and was like, I gotta watch some content. I gotta figure out what the hell's going on. Ended up finding Journey Crypto, BitBoy, George, all these people. Nate Dogg, the OG. But yeah, if you have not hit the like button yet, that would be cool. If we can get this live stream to 30 likes before we end this thing, I don't know how long we're going to live stream. I mean, how much longer should we go, guys? That Martini guy, shout out to that Martini guy. He's been doing these streams super late in Dubai, like super late night, like DJing streams for like 4 or 5 hours. And then he'll end up getting like an extra like 100-something subscribers from it. So it's really cool. Like, I think it's a good strategy to onboard people onto your channel, because if you just keep streaming perpetually, 24-hour stream, then you'd end up picking up some people on the way. So if you're one of those people that just kind of so happened to pop up and I came into your algorithm, welcome. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Won't you stay for another live stream? All right. So let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening with Bitcoin. Let's see. Yeah, let's go. What did I just say? Exactly as predicted. Exactly as predicted. I said if we break through the 786 resistance, we're going to 64, baby. We're going to 64. Let's freaking go. Now I feel kind of dumb closing my Bitcoin long at 59,000. Damn it. That would have been the fuck. Oh my God. Excuse my language, but Jesus. Ugh. What the. It's okay. I still made money. It's no big deal. It's okay. I took the profits and put it in ticker Bitcoin, like I said. Oh, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. Sorry. All right. So I was supposed to do that. But Bitcoin's pumping right now. But Bitcoin Satoshi Vision does have, it does look like, yeah, chart's not too bad. The chart's not too bad on the 45-minute. Let's look at the daily. The daily on Satoshi Vision. And let's see. 2023, we had some pumps up here, January and March. So basically, because this is an altcoin, it is an altcoin. In January and March, we did have a nice little pump. 125%, then a consolidation down, 40%, and then from that bottom of the support, had another 89%, and now we're back down at previous support. So if we're back at previous support, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision to get back to where we were in March would be a 177% move to the upside. So that's really good. So that's good. That's nice. It's looking pretty sweet. So Bitcoin Satoshi Vision in terms of the MACD is also looking actually pretty bullish too, because we have a nice histogram of selling pressure getting exhausted, because we did hit back down into some support levels. We had made some lows. These two wicks, that's a nice low, but then almost making a lower low, which wouldn't have been good. But yeah, so it's actually looking pretty decent for Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. And then we'll go to Bitcoin Cash and see what's happening with the Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash, I think did it do the same thing? Let me see what it did in March. January, March as well. Yeah, that had a little pump too, because like basically like when Ethereum and the Bitcoin dominance started to go down, the altcoins obviously get some of that valuation. So then we had Bitcoin Cash going up, 100 or from the bottom of the point of control actually right here, if you're looking at the visible range, 200%. So Bitcoin Satoshi Vision and Bitcoin Cash as altcoins, you could still get a pretty decent return on them, but I would say in terms of like Bitcoin's movements, Bitcoin is going to move harder and more violently than I think those will, in terms of what because of the nature of where we're at in the markets right now. Because of the nature of where we're at in the markets right now, we're going to, we're gonna really start to see Bitcoin taking a run into the bull zone, into the banana zone, the bullseye zone. And actually, it's almost looking like on the 45-minute that we're getting a little bit of like I don't want to say it's not a cup. But yeah, it looks like an inverse head and shoulder. A little inverse head and shoulder kind of deal going on here. A little head, a little burp. We'll see. Oh yeah, UFO gaming. Yeah, I know. I was like, yeah, because that UFO gaming that Aussie showed us the other day, actually back from it to its all-time high, would be a crazy return. So yeah, Aussie, I might take you up on that. Just put $100 in UFO gaming, and then see what happens. We're actually, speaking of gaming, we're really bullish on Medieval Empires. I think the Medieval Empires token and the chart, and the game itself is bullish. But then if you're just the coin the market cap is so low. It's like ridiculously low. It's stupidly low for a crypto game. Compared to what's like out there right now. Compared to what's out there right now, me is severely undervalued. Like disgustingly undervalued. If it gets back, which it will, to its all-time highs where it just was, that is a massive return. That's a 400% return. Yeah, I don't have a 4 head. I have a 6. I have like a 6 head because here's my brow. I have like a 5 head. Yeah, I think I have like a 5 head. I just need to put a solar panel on my forehead and be able to power the whole city. Oh my gosh. I mean, this. Woo! Give me a break. Because I haven't been following Karate Combat like super close. Is there a new token? There's a new token for Karate Combat? What's the token? Why didn't I not get any reports on this? Do I not have all notifications? Oh, I don't. Maybe they. Well, where did they post about it? I don't know. Why am I not seeing this? 2 announcements this week that are taking crypto mainstream: the playoff grid, Karate Combat, up player 2 on Hedera. Oh, up early, up often, up only gaming. Is this what you're talking about? Well, no, I've been following. I'm not like in their butt. Like I'm not in Karate Combat's ass. Like I don't have to freaking know about everything. Headband. Don't have to know about everything. That's what you need. People making you feel bad because you didn't know about something. That's a good way to go. Up only. Okay, so is this what it is? Is this what they were talking about? Is this what you're talking about? Yep. Okay. Karate Combat announces up layer 2 blockchain. Karate Combat is crypto's first sport. Obviously, okay. Nice. All right, yeah, we'll dive into it now. Yeah, we're gonna follow it. Let's do the notifications on all. Who is following it? Okay, cool. Where's the? Is there a contract address that I can check out? Well, of course. Of course, some things that are important should be followed. Yes. I know Ozzy asked me, who am I going to fight? I need to fight myself. If I could just put myself and copy myself, I'd love to just fight myself. Beat my butt. But like, why didn't you buy Pepe? More Pepe. Why did you sell? Just Ryu can uppercut myself. I wouldn't want to fight anyone but myself. To be truly honest. Okay, it's over. Let's say launchpad for your ideas. This is a launchpad. Okay, getting up. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. This on up and then. Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, we went to the Karate Combat in Nashville. We got the vibe. We realized that basically it is where to be for crypto people. It's like everyone was there. Whoever was there. It's like the UFC for crypto. All right. Let's see. Is this it? I want to make sure this is... I don't know if this is it. What is going on here? No, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a little research, do some diving into this particular listing launch. Yeah, shout out to George for the IFC. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Getting some rejections. Really, Headband? Am I your favorite? Are you just come here to torture me? I think you just come here to torture me. You guys either come here for wrecked porn or you actually enjoy watching my stuff. It's either one of the two. I don't know. All right, if we set a take profit right here, what would it be? Let's see. Let's see the price. That's like, we actually need to look at the daily, because even then, no, it's still like, what the? A lot of the times I don't like trading the 1000x leveraged coin version of the coin. I'd rather just trade the actual thing so that I can see what the actual price movement is. Well, I do my best. I do my best. I want to be the Cinderella story of a crypto YouTuber that was once in the trenches just like everyone else, but then made it out and is still in the trenches with everyone else, even though the fact that I made it out. I let Ozzy said, there is no second best. Damn it. Oh, man. We're having some fun. We're having fun. Thank you guys for humoring me this Saturday. I don't know what we'd be doing, but I guess we'd just be enjoying the weather. Let's see how the poly market's seeing what is going to be happening in the next 24 days. Oh my gosh. Oh, my cat's doing some weird meows. I need to go and see what's going on. Who is meowing like that? Is that you? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are you meowing for? Come here. What are you meowing for? This thing was just meowing at my door. You smell like your stinky food. You smell like your stinky tuna food. As you can see, I have a very bougie cat. I mean, I have a cat that like, these are like Taylor Swift cats. So instead of buying more meme coins, I bought a bougie cat with folded ears. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's hairy. He's hairy. Super hairy. Ugh. So much hair. A ridiculous amount of hair. Yeah, no ears. Yeah, it has ears. They're just folded. Don't ask me. Ask my wife. I'm the type that, like, I love cats. I've grown up with cats my entire life. I love dogs too, but like if I were to pick like a hierarchy of pets to have, it'd be cats, because they like the joke with cats is that like you are the roommate with your cat, like and like you live with your cat. That's how cats are. They're very like, you know, you have to earn their respect. Dogs, they just give it up immediately. They're just like, oh, love me. But dogs are great though. I shout out to people who have dogs, love dogs. No hard knock on dogs, but there's just something about cats that I have a different type of connection with. And yeah. I don't know. What do you guys? Dogs or cats? In terms of actual real life, but then also in memes. Dogs or cats? Dogs or cats? Oh, guys. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, so let's look at Pulse Chain. Since the market still wants to gatekeep Pulse Chain, that's a big conversation right there, Headband. You want to talk about get your degen ass in Pulse Chain. Like, get in there, man. Because if you're so like, if you think what you're doing right now is degen, get your butt in the Pulse Chain ecosystem. What are you doing? Get your butt in the Pulse Chain ecosystem. I really think this thing is going to, like, Pulse Chain is going to rip. Pulse Chain is going to rip, okay? Like, it's just when Ethereum hits all-time highs, like, it just, there's so much liquidity in Pulse Chain that they don't tell you about on CoinMarketCap or any of these dexes or whatever. They're not going to show you like I'm showing you right now. All you have to do is go to gopulse.com and look at the market cap of just PLS. It's 7.3 billion. So so this is the thing. Okay, if Pulse Chain is 7.3 billion, along with Hex on Pulse having a $10 billion market cap, that means that, like, what the heck? Why is it not listed? Why is it not listed in CoinMarketCap? If it was listed like that, then then it would be above Chainlink. It would be above Bitcoin Cash, Polkadot, Sui, Near Protocol, Litecoin, BitTensor, Uniswap, Aptos, Pepe, ICP, all Monero. It'd be past all of this. Why is it not here? Look, I'll show you. Pulse Chain. It's not even listed on the freaking site. It's not even listed. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is why I have a bag of stuff in Pulse Chain. I'm going to probably put a little bit more in here too. because I think it is the most faded, underrated chain that has done probably better metrics than most of the stuff that people are promoting, getting paid to promote. It is what it is. But all right, Nate Dogg, see you later. Thanks for coming in. Yes, have a great weekend. If you guys were if you're leaving, I hope you have a good rest of the day. Thank you for tuning in to this live stream and hearing me yap about this stuff. But I just find that fascinating. I find it absolutely fascinating because, come on, like, look at the stats, look at the chart. You can do easy liquidity farming and pools and start earning incentive token, which incentive token at its all-time high was at like $10 to $15. It's breaking out of this massive descending wedge that was happening here, breaking into all-time highs is going to be pretty easy for Pulse Chain. 321% to the upside, and then another test up into the 500%, moving into its all-time high where it went when it was launched. And so I got a little piece. I got a little speculation into this. I've tested out PLSX liquidity farming, where I've farmed 14 or 50, about $14 of incentive token by very, very small, like, liquidity amount. Very small. Very small. So I could imagine if you really go in and do like $1,000 to $2,000 and then split it up and going into the liquidity pools. But how is it a scam chain? How is it a scam chain? Please explain to me how Pulse Chain is a scam chain. How is it more of a scam than all of the scams in crypto Twitter? Because because people on crypto Twitter and the KOLs are talking about all their little 100x calls, and guess what? They're going to cry and have to cope with the fact that they could have went into PLS when Ethereum is breaking all-time highs, and the gas fees, guess what? The gas fees, that's another thing we're going to have to worry about, is probably those gas fees being outrageous. So is Tron. So is BNB. Headband. That's what Tron is a copy of Ethereum. That's what BNB is. It's literally a copy. But I don't know. I just feel like something's up there. It's really like, how is there's this whole ecosystem being built in the shadows almost, and not getting the public like eyes on it, because people they think Richard Hart buys too many Louis Vuitton things. I don't know. I think it's funny. I think it's funny to have that type of correlation, and that's probably how you'll lose, and I don't want to be like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like you either take the jokes that CryptoFace is making about Pulse Chain seriously, or you take them as jokes. And you say, ha ha, that's funny, CryptoFace, I get it. But also, I'm going to do my own research and look at the chart. Because if you were to just take CryptoFace's word for it and to say, oh, because CryptoFace said it's hard to get in and out of, I'm gonna not look at it at all. But luckily, we watch people like Ivan on Tech who have been perpetually bullish. But I'm not talking about just the market. But it's not just about the market cap. It's about the liquidity in the actual tokens. I know that was a contradicting statement, but I'm just talking about ranking. I'm only mentioning about the market cap because of the ranking that it could be in CoinMarketCap, then people would see it and be like, oh, but they're purposefully not doing it. Because guess what? Because PulseChain's not going to play the game. They're not playing that game. They're not playing the game, I think, that all these other chains and what they're doing to get the rankings and get the things, get all the stuff, they're not playing that type of game. So it's interesting to be counter hedge trading on your thesis, but then also saying, look, okay, it's just like how people like look at Monero and it getting delisted off of different exchanges. And actually, like, and Carl made a good point. He was like, because people are not as bullish on Monero as they could be, Monero could be one of those bullish picks. Because they're a bad company. Probably that's why. Because CoinMarketCap's probably a bad company and they're not representing all of the things like they should. They would rather get the trending and the look what they have. Solana, AI, and memes. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, they could literally just have PulseChain right here as a flame, but they choose not to. So it's not that PulseChain's a scam. It's that CoinMarketCap is being very money-driven selective to who they're going to put on the front page. Because who owns CoinMarketCap? Who owns it? Binance. Who owns CoinMarketCap? Binance. Right? So, there you go. You think Binance and the BNB chain of direct competition of PulseChain is going to? You think they're going to play nice? Probably not. Shows the nature of the game. Just shows the nature of the game. And this website that I'm using to do literally everything on PulseChain, one website, gopulse.com. You can see all of the stats. You can see all of the different coins. You can see the bubbles. You can track your wallet. You can do swaps on here. And it gets you direct links of where you can look at your particular things on whatever pools you have and like what liquidity tokens you have. The community. It's kind of an overview of the liquidity that's happening right now and the volume. Yeah. So yeah, gopulse.com. We'll link it in the chat. Maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm kind of like old school. Like I've watched Ivan on Tech for a long time, and I've just kind of seen what ends up playing out when Ivan is like following something. You know, when like Ivan's following something, Da Vinci's following something, and like I got these certain people that I do trust them because they've been through multiple cycles. They've like been around the block a few times, and so I really take their word to heart, pun intended. And yeah, so that's why I was like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to. I'm gonna make my own decision. I'm gonna make my own decision. I might sound absolutely insane right now. Might sound absolutely insane. Yeah. Yeah, he's still on X. Let's see. Yeah, Ethereum, you don't have to pay $50 to swap. It's 500 times cheaper on Pulse Chain. We are going to make that video. We're going to make the video. Oh, yeah. I did mention about the lawsuit. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I did mention about that in the beginning of the stream, so let's actually pull that up. It was on the Bitcoin news table. British man sues counsel for Florida's over lost Bitcoin in landfill. Self-proclaimed. There it goes. Satoshi Craig Wright. All right, here we go. Self-proclaimed Satoshi Craig Wright. I don't like anyone being the self-proclaimed Satoshi. Files $911 billion suit against BTC core devs and Square. Australian computer scientist Craig Wright, a self-proclaimed Satoshi, created Bitcoin SV in 2018, claiming that it was the real Bitcoin, with the SV standing for Satoshi Vision. After losing the case against COPA, the Crypto Open Patient Alliance, Patenting Alliance, I can't even freaking read that. This summer, Craig Wright has filed a new lawsuit, this time without any legal support or representation, against Bitcoin Core and founder of Twitter and the Square payments company, Jack Dorsey. The reason for this, according to the sources, is that they wrongfully represented BTC as the true Bitcoin. According to the sources, Wright demands almost £1 billion from Bitcoin Core developers and Dorsey's Square. According to this case tracker website, CSW appears to have filed another lawsuit against the BTC Core devs and Square on October 10th. This year. I wonder if CSW has any solicitors or if he is doing it alone, says one of the BitMEX researchers here. In his recent tweet, Craig Wright also hinted that he considered filing a suit against MicroStrategy and its co-founder and executive chairman, Michael Saylor, who is also a renowned Bitcoin evangelist. Imagine, if you will, the gathering shadows over the towering edifice of MicroStrategy. So, a company once hailed as a paragon of modern ambition and greed now stands on the precipice, its leaders clinging desperately to illusions of invincibility, the shareholders, those blah blah blah. And this is a tweet from this person, to Managa. The self-proclaimed Satoshi tweeted, "The shareholders, those supposed defenders of rational self-interest, remain blissfully unaware that their chosen captain, Michael Saylor, steers their ship toward the very rocks that could shatter it, utterly and irreparably." $1 billion, eh? What is he going to do with that $1 billion? If he doesn't buy Bitcoin Satoshi Vision with it and then burn it all, then this guy is a freaking scammer. Then Craig Wright is a scammer then. Because what is he going to do with that $1 billion if he wins? And he's representing himself. What is he going to do with $1 billion? 1 billion pounds. Better take half of it, buy all the Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, and then burn it. Send it to a burn address. That's what I'd like to know. But it's interesting. That's the thing. It's like at a point where, okay, say there is the original Bitcoin, and say there is these forks, and there is a true Bitcoin. Does it matter at the end of the day when one of them is going to outperform the other? Which one ultimately will be a store of value that is easily accessible? Now, I know Bitcoin has its major controversy. Of who it's ultimately controlling this flow. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe Craig writes. Maybe Craig is right. But I think him suing Jack Dorsey for $1 billion, and then what are you going to do with the $1 billion? What is he going to do with the $1 billion? Well, okay, if it's faster and it's cheaper and it's safer, but it doesn't go up the same as Bitcoin, what are you going to ultimately want to hold? It's just like XRP. It's like, do I want to hold XRP knowing for the fact that they also donated like a lot to the Harris campaign? Like, it's like, then what if this guy Craig Wright takes half of that and then donates it to some Harris PAC to protect himself from getting put in jail for creating Bitcoin Satoshi Vision? Yeah, I guess that's one way to get rich off of. He's like, man, I should have bought more Bitcoin, Craig Wright. And so he's like, I'm gonna sue Jack Dorsey for $1 billion so then I can buy more Bitcoin. He probably won't even buy his own coin. He'll probably buy Bitcoin. That's why it's like, I don't trust this crap. It's just like, I don't know. I just like, what's happening here? What is happening here? In my opinion, all these forks are just they're just at this point, they might as well just be shitcoins just like the rest of them. Why would I want to put my, it's like, I'd much rather buy a meme. And that's just my personal opinion. That's why it's like with some of these altcoins, it's like at this point, what's the difference between Bitcoin, Satoshi Vision? It's a freaking ledger. It's a ledger. Like, it's a ledger. So it's like, it's a ledger. It's transactions going in and going out. You know? $1 billion. I'm curious why Apple had yeah, the block size wars is interesting. Yeah, because what's the block size? What's the maximum block? It's like how many megabytes is it? It's like, what is it? Is it like, I can't remember exactly what the block size is, the maximum block size for Bitcoin. Yeah, they can all go and and I mean, that's kind of like, Ethereum, like that was the hope of Ethereum, is like Ethereum was built for these smart contracts and for the layer of the internet, Oh, man. Yep, we got a nice little rejection here. Nice rejection on Bitcoin. It could not hold that 786 momentum. Woo. I wonder what it's going to look like going into tomorrow and also this coming week. Man, that was up a good portion. I think we're still gonna keep it. We're gonna keep this thing. We're gonna keep it running. We're gonna keep it running. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Did we get this live stream to 30 likes? Almost. We were close. The rug pull will be on all of the BTC and meme coins. Man, you really think so? Yeah, that would be a good debate to have with Da Vinci is the forks of Bitcoin. I think that Da Vinci's... I think Da Vinci's Satoshi. I think Da Vinci is Satoshi. Elon and Da Vinci are my two guesses for Satoshi Nakamoto. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna... I wonder if, like, right now, because we're getting that rejection, probably... Oh, yeah, we're getting a nasty red candle. Getting some nasty candle. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yep, we were up 70. We were up 70% on this guy. We were up 70% on this. But we could get a nice reversal, but this is a nasty little red candle here. Yeah. Oh man. This is like woo. But that could have been like a really nice test though. We'll have to see. Double top. Boom, boom. On the 786. I mean, if we can break out of this truly, then we do need to look for 64,005. The only thing that bothers that I'm realizing in our conversation about Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, it sounds like Cardano holders. It's like Cardano holders, like, you know, it's kind of like a cult. You know, it's like a cult. And you're willing to take the beating for as long as you're willing to take the beating to be in said cult. Because I was in that cult, the Cardano cult, where I was like, I'm going to hold it for, I'm never going to sell. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the U.S. government. We got to remember though, like the U.S. government confiscated it. You know, it's not like they confiscated most of the Bitcoin. But yeah, no, but straight up, like, yeah, you know, that's Murad's like thesis is that the Bitcoin and a lot of these things, XRP, like they're all act like cults. You know, they're kind of got a culty vibe to them. But the difference is that, like, guess what? It's like Skull and Bones style, like, type of cult. Like XRP is like, yeah, if you weren't in with all the other billionaires that were able to get it at whatever price or whatever it makes sense, then Yeah, it's like that kind of cult. It's like the Bohemian Grove, you know. And you can mine Bitcoin Satoshi Vision still, right? So it's like you can have can you be a BSV node? It's mineable, yes. Proof of work still. Yeah, let's put... I like that they don't have Solana on here, because then Solana would, like, destroy them. Where's Solana and all the other ones? They just have, like, 4 as the numbers comparison. Yeah, what was transactions per second on Sol is 2,895. Well, that's kind of how I feel about Ticker Bitcoin. Like, Ticker Bitcoin is kind of like a grander, like a grand, like, end game. It's like the end game. I've now kind of like attribute the Ticker Bitcoin as almost kind of like an end game token. It's the end game. It's the most ridiculous outcome to be the ultimate reality. Awesome. Ozzy's got to go. Shout out to Ozzy. Thanks for coming in. It's 2 a.m. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's 12 p.m. here. So we've been streaming for now like way too long. Guys are hanging on by a freaking thread. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours long. I don't know what is even going on anymore. We've just been chatting, hanging out. Thanks for being part of the conversation, guys. Make sure you get this thing to 30 likes before we end. That would be amazing if we can just see it actually live getting to 30 likes. And also, let's see if we can look at our subscriber count. Go to the studio, and let's see how many people have subscribed. If we got over... Oh, come on, guys. What the freaking hell? Really? 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 You can't push me over the edge here. 2,695. I've been in the doghouse for way too long. I think it's because my channel was previously banned. My channel was previously banned off of YouTube. And I really think that did a number on my algo. And for some reason, like YouTube, because I've like maybe broke, I don't know, whatever, I'm on a list or something, they just don't give me the credit and also the algorithm that I think I deserve. And I'm just going to say that. I think I produce pretty damn good content, you know, compared to the lot of content and stream consistently. And I would say I'm the less shilliest of channels. So we could definitely get this thing pumping to 3,000. No doubt. But I need your help. I really do. Because I'm battling like the shadow algorithm right now. Because there's channels that started around the same time as me, and they ended up surpassing like 10K subscribers. And for some reason, they got like the sweet honeypot like algo deal. Oh yeah, I definitely will. I'm gonna keep it on the radar. I might even buy a little bag of Bitcoin Satoshi Vision just to have. So then, if it does indeed become like the golden goose, the golden egg, then we'll come back to you and we'll thank you. All right. So Headband says, I think if you got better on the 5 topics of the day and prepared your content for it with a meme or 2 as well on the timeline, we could interact with as the show is going on. Just a thought. Yeah. I think if you got better on the 5 topics of the day, prepared your content for it with a meme or 2 as well. But that's kind of like, I guess that's what the formula is. It's like, okay, that's like the Ivan formula. You know, he's got a couple memes to play. He's got a couple different narratives. Right now, we've kind of had basically, to be honest, like an ADD, ADHD type of show where it is focused, but then it can get thrown off the rails and thrown off the train tracks. It's because we try and be real as transparent and live as possible. And we hope you guys have enjoyed it. But maybe the people that are wanting just like that kind of crypto banter type of stream, that's who the subscribers are. They're like, we want the banter type stream, and then people will start flooding and actually subscribing. But it is a good thought. It is a good thought. We always like to actually make fun of our own self, because it's either that we just suck and we need to get better, or we're legitimately like we're being shadow banned or shadow algorithmed. It's either one of the two. We'd like to think that we're being shadow banned and that we don't suck. But I don't even know if a subscriber count is a metric to even go by. Because how many of those subscribers that people have are real subscribers? But it is what it is. Yeah, it's kind of like almost like it's almost like BitBoy, you know? Yeah, people were so frustrated with BitBoy that they couldn't help but to watch the unraveling of all of that stuff. They couldn't help but watch it. It's almost like you don't want to be the main character in crypto, because ultimately the wolves come out. And will you be able to stand the inevitable bites at your ankles? Do I even want thousands of people watching my channel so then they can realize how much of an ADD mess we are. That's besides the point. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that's why I even got into trading to begin with, because I wanted to test and see, like, making some money, losing some money with small amounts. So then when I inevitably am making, like, mega trades and mega calls and being able to, like, have that throughput, I'll be able to handle it. And that's just being completely honest with you guys. And that's with anyone starting with something. It's like, okay, you got to dip your toe in. You got to test it out a little bit. Are you able to handle the volatility, the movements, all that stuff, and then be able to come out the other side by making, like, really, really big trades, like crypto face style trades where he's, you know, trading with millions of dollars. You have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. And really, I guess that's the whole point of this channel. All right, guys, with that being said, holy moly, we streamed for about 3 hours or so, almost 3 hours, 2.5 hour live stream. Insane, ridiculous. Could have probably had a lot more people in here, but it is what it is. It's all good. We're going to be here regardless if anyone is here or not. We've streamed and have made videos when we had 0 people watching, 1 person watching, maybe even 2 people watching, and then those 2 people being like trolls themselves. So we're here no matter what. We're here no matter what. All right, well, love you too, Headband. Appreciate it. Maybe Headband, if you just be more evangelistic on this for this channel, since you love it so much, freaking, like, bull post it into all of your NFT communities and get him to spam the chat. All right, we're gonna end it the moment we get 30 likes. Right when we get 30 likes, we'll end it. We'll end it on 30 likes. 30 dirty likes. Here is the bullish test. Here is the bullish retest of the 618 or the 786, sorry, and then we're going to go into the $64,000 level here. It's looking like it. Looking like it. All right, we got 30 likes and then we're ending it. 30 likes, guys. 30 likes, and then we're done. And then we can sign off. Let's go. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me yap. This was like 3 hours of nonsense, but if you want to go back and pick and go through different conversations, there are some really good analysis of the people that are in the chat, answering their questions, having a back and forth discussion about certain tokens and the thesis and what our plans are and what we're looking towards and how we're growing through all of this, because it's a new emerging market, guys. I mean, we are babies in this. It is only $2.7 trillion, $2.3 trillion right now of what we're talking about. So we're like not even close to the insane movements that are going to be coming in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I mean, it's going to be absolutely insane. So I hope you guys are ready for the ride. And if you want to be on the ride with me, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, and hit the like button. Without further ado, let's end this freaking thing. Peace.